Hello, everyone. Welcome to His Love is Power. This is a podcast where I'm trying to encourage Christian men to be in community with other Christian men and the importance of it. And so uh, this is my fifth installment. And today I'm going to share about kind of my last 2 weeks experience in that of getting COVID and being followed up by getting pneumonia. And it's been quite the experience. And I want to thank everyone out there, to start off with friends, family, sisters, brothers who prayed for me during that time. I felt the prayers. I needed you. I needed my community so desperately. And that community saw to it that I survived. And I'm not trying to be overly dramatic, but there was an evening where I was not sure I was going to legitimately survive. And so I can tell you from the bottom of my heart how grateful I am for all of you, for your prayers, for your love, for just reaching out to me and knowing that you were there. And I could feel the love. I could feel his love through you all, through your prayers. And I just want you to know how powerful that was for me. I got COVID, and it was nothing. It was like a bad cold for me. No big deal. And my wife got it also, and she got it much worse than I did. Was having fevers and chills and a lot of more severe side effects than I got. And but we both got through it. I was staying home, working from home. I worked during the entire period of time, and from home, and I was just staying home just to make sure I wasn't going to take anything to work or anything. And one night, I noticed my lungs starting to tighten up just really tremendously. Next morning, breathing was extremely difficult. And I equated it to when I was a kid. I had very bad childhood asthma. I had asthma actually all through high school, and it held me back in so many ways, athletically and everything, because I would have all these asthma attacks all the time when I tried to exercise at times. And it felt like I had cement in my lungs. It felt like when I was a little kid, I remember my mom and dad taking me to the hospital and just not being able to breathe. And so I am blessed. I have have a great doctor, and so put me on medication and supplements to get me through this, and gave me a steroid that I'd never taken before. And my body has a tendency to react badly to a lot of different medications. And so they gave me this steroid, and my body reacted to it that evening. Every muscle in my body tightened up, and I basically started to vibrate. My entire body was kind of in a state of mini convulsions, it felt like. Even my face and jaw tightened up, and all I could do was get what I referred to as micro breaths. All I could get were these little bitty micro breaths. And I laid there in my bed and talked to God for 4 hours, and was ready. It's like, okay, if this is the end, this is the end. And I can tell you that I was in total peace. I kept just telling myself to relax. God kept telling me to relax. And I would relax for a little bit and get the muscles from stop shaking and vibrating. And I was taking these little micro breaths, as I called them. And I would go back to that for 4 hours, just this back and forth. But I felt the peace of God that passes all understanding during all of it. I felt your prayers. I felt God's presence. I wasn't afraid. I was not scared. I can tell you that my wife was scared out of her mind, that she was saying, you have to go to the hospital. She had a really great friend texting her that was an EMT saying, he has to go to the hospital. And I'm like, no, we're staying here. We're riding this out. We're staying at home. And after 4 hours, I finally fell asleep out of exhaustion or whatever. I don't know what, but I was able to get some sleep. And the next day, got in contact with my doctor and we changed the medication. She personally brought her own personal oxygenator over to us so I could be on oxygen. And we started this regimen of breathing treatments and supplements and steroid and antibiotics. And you guys just kept texting me and calling me and loving me during all of it. And I felt the love of that Christian community. I felt the love of my brothers and sisters. I felt that so strongly. And I spent that first week in bed, just trying to breathe and trying to get my lungs to open up. And I have an amazing wife that just served me so amazingly during all of it, daily, hourly, minutely, just seeing to it that I was being taken care of. And I just want to share that I didn't go through this alone. I felt so loved by God, by Jesus, by the Holy Spirit, and by you during all of it. It was amazing. His love is power. His love brings life. It is truly life. You know, we look at around and we go, I have life. I have life. But no, his life is different. Jesus, a life with Jesus is a different life. And God really spoke to me in so many ways during that. One of the ways that he spoke to me during that time was one of the things that my last podcast was about is having one word. And God always gives me a word, and he gives it to me through a verse usually. And I thought my word was focus. I shared my word was focus. Word's not focus. It's not focus. My word for the year that God gave me is seek. And really to seek him first. Seek him first in the morning. Seek him first every day. Seek him first in all things. Seek him. I just started seeking him every day. I started seeking him in prayers and in so many different ways. I started seeking God first. And it just became during this process, it just became what God was saying to me, seek me first. And so he gave me this verse. There's 2 verses. I love when he gives me 2 verses. And so the only notes I have for this is this. So my word is seek. And the verses he gave to me is Matthew 6:33 and 34 there. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things I put of God will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. God just put those verses on my heart. Just trust in him, that seek him and his kingdom and his righteousness. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just trust in him. That's what got me through this. Those verses got me through this. You got me through this. I thank you so much for praying for me. I like it much better when I'm praying for you all. And so I just want to get on here really quickly and thank everyone for the love, for the prayers, and for what you all meant to me. The community of my brothers and sisters, the community of his love, his power was felt. And we all need this. We all need to seek him first and to feel his peace, no matter what we're going through. We need it. It is so important. He is life. So with that, I just want to thank you all. And hopefully this is well received out there. I would love for you to like it. I would love for you to subscribe. I would love for your feedback. I want to hear back from you. And so thank you all for listening to my podcast today. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.